Hey guys, Coach Marc here with Sensei Aaliyah, Coach Aaliyah, Miss Aaliyah, depending on what she's doing here at the studio. So today we just got done actually filming one of our new series for our Bochner University, which is our BT rounds. It's a circuit which will be available very soon. There'll be many episodes of those coming at you. But now I thought it'd be a good time to go over Sensei Aaliyah's journey, how she started, and how she's using the studio and exercise and self-defense now to become a better version of herself. So, Sensei Aaliyah, so how did you actually want to get started in the martial arts and come seek me out? Now, we go way back because we were in college together.
Yes.
So I was about the same height and had less gray hair, but I was still tall. I was still taller than her. But anyway, how did we get started?
So I've always had an interest in martial arts, but I never really went anywhere with it. I never actually researched it. And then one day I came across a post from my friend here, Marc, and I commented his post, and he was like, "Hey, come to my dojo." And I'm like, I don't know, I have no experience. He's like, just come. I was asking all these questions, just come. And I came, and that was about almost 7 years ago. And first day, first class, I had a really good experience, and I've never left.
And so that's always awesome for me to see, because especially back in those days, we didn't have as many women as we have now, right? We really catered to the family and the woman's experience here. But Sensei Aaliyah took to it and then kind of ramped it up. So over those 7 years, besides the awesome pleasure of being around me, what benefits have you, I don't know why she laughed at that. So what benefits have you seen personally, just from over those 7 years?
I would say my confidence has gone up, and my anxiety has gone down. I would say at my baseline, I'm a pretty anxious person. So having that physical outlet, not only through the Jiu-Jitsu, but through kickboxing, has been like a lifesaver for me. It feels really good when you have a stressful day and you just pound it out on the bag. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, so I do have a pretty high stress job, and a lot of my job entails working with people who are in crisis, and it's hard not to take on some of that. So after a rough day at work or a busy day, it just feels really good to let it all out on the bag, whether it's in jiu-jitsu or kickboxing.
So it's important to find that outlet that you enjoy.
Yes.
Now, this is a good segue. So obviously now the coronavirus is, this is in 2020, so the coronavirus has been challenging for everybody.
Yes.
And it's important to find that outlet or that stress reliever to kind of get rid of that stress or keep less anxiety going on in your life. So what have you seen as far as on your spectrum about how people, this is a high stress time for people, but where are they kind of at, and what can they do to actually help them stay level, right? Because this is a challenging time for all of us, and we talk about that contrast. Sometimes you got to push through the breakthrough, but we want to be able to keep that anxiety down so we can make those correct decisions, because as you know, if you make decisions when you're fearful, then you're not going to make the right decisions most of the time, right? So how are people now kind of handling the stress, and what options can you give them to be more productive?
Well, I can speak for myself. I am lucky to be able to work from home, that my job is set up to work remotely. But it was a big adjustment. It was very stressful. Things I had to learn is limit setting and setting boundaries and not getting distracted. And then for me, I'm very much a people person. I love being around people and working from home. And I live alone, so I'm by myself all day, working from home at my kitchen table with no human interaction. I was getting anxious, and I had no, like we talked about before, no outlet. Especially there was a point, when the dojo was closed because of, regulations. I was losing my mind, honestly. I need that interaction with people. I need that physical activity. That, like I said before, that physical activity really helps me let the stress out. It helps me with my anxiety. So I found coming to the dojo after working really helps me stay balanced and grounded and centered, and helps keep my anxiety down, and it gives me motivation for the next day. When you're working from home, You know, especially in these times, it could be very like mundane, like routine. You're doing the same thing, and you know, you wake up, sign in on your computer, and you know, sometimes it just gets kind of boring. So coming to the dojo after definitely gives me some excitement, something to look forward to, and that human interaction that I feel I need, you know, to keep me grounded and focused.
And I think that's important. I think that when our routine is changed, especially by external circumstances we're not in control of, it really will kind of damper our motivation, take us off our path, right? So it's up to us, it's up to you to find that outlet, whether it's kickboxing, whether it's jiu-jitsu, whether it's Scrabble, I don't know, whatever it is, where you can kind of decompress and get back to that level playing ground so you can make those most productive decisions.
Yep.
So I want to thank Sensei Aaliyah, Miss Aaliyah, Coach Aaliyah, who teaches adult jiu-jitsu, kids jiu-jitsu, fitness kickboxing, and it's also one of the stars on the university. I want to thank her for kind of giving her insight and kind of sharing her experience now where she's forced to work from home and how she's using her knowledge, which she actually went to school for, to kind of cope with that and still make those positive decisions. And on a personal level, I'm proud of the achievements and the journey of transformation that you've made over those 7 years. I'm excited to see what is in store for you and me in the future.